Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. Unfortunately, for this video and the next video, I'm going to have to be doing voiceovers because my audio didn't come out. It's an unfortunate thing, but we're going to try and get along as best we can. So, at this point, I am basically looking around going, I have no idea what I'm doing because it's been over a week since the last time that I actually played. I recorded 2 episodes, I think, the day after Halloween, and then I didn't touch it since. So, by the number of cobblestone walls in my inventory, I deduced that, oh, skelly attack. I deduced that I was trying to build a wall around the village to escape this very problem, which is a lot of mobs. And there we got some nice bones and arrows and nomming on some carrots. And then we're off. And then we're off in the other direction. I think at this point I was checking to see if any food had grown because I only had 2 carrots left. There's a spider climbing up to the roof and out of reach, and there's a villager up on the roof too. I didn't notice that while I was playing. Interesting. Alright. These farmers take much too good care of their crops. They're not leaving me anything to really harvest. Oh, he stole my potato. What a jerk. I mean, technically it's his potato, but whatever. So I decide to ransack his field and let him just plant some more potatoes. Maybe he planted the potato that he just picked up. Who knows? So potatoes are in hand. I went back to my place, I think, to, throw them in the oven. Get some yummy baked potatoes going. I do love me some baked potatoes, both in Minecraft and real life. If I eat them in real life, though, they have to be full of butter and sour cream. Oh, so good. All right. And we're off on a hunt for wood. I think I had just about 0 wood in my inventory, so collecting it was definitely a priority for the first part of the episode because, as I believe I explained, I want to make a wall around the village. And I wanted to make the base of it out of oak wood, so that it didn't just look like the too high cobblestone wall that I did for the last village MHC. And I wanted the wall to kind of reflect the village's style. Like, I didn't want it to look completely out of place. And here's a cave that goes in a small semicircle. And lots more trees to chop down. Very exciting. All of the trees. Pardon me. The weather's finally starting to change out here in the desert, and it's getting a little chilly. I know when I say how chilly it is, everyone from like every other state is going to be like, that's not cold. What are you talking about? But you know what? To me, 65 degrees is cold. All right? I need a light sweatshirt at least when it hits 65 degrees because I've just been living in the desert too long, I think. My blood has thinned, and I can't I can't deal with the cold anymore. And it also kind of makes me catch a lot of colds. Like the awful, awful cold I had at the beginning of October. That was just... Oh, that was no fun at all. So yeah, forgive me if my voice sounds a little scratchy. This is also the second time I've recorded this particular video today, plus I had another one. I don't think I'll record the voiceover for the other one today because I don't know if my voice is going to take it. And oh, it's raining. So much fun. Minecraft rain is just the worst. It makes it hard to see. It's loud. And it just kills your frame rate. But without it, I guess... I don't know. I don't know what purpose Minecraft rain serves, except to make everything miserable. All right, here I'm making 20,000 sticks that I don't need, in order to get enough torches to start lighting up the village. Lighting up the village is a very important part of keeping everything safe. Lost my train of thought there for a second. You know, I think when I record the next video, I'm going to put some music on in the background, because without the game sounds, it all sounds very quiet, doesn't it? Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. So when I come back, I'm going to have to clean out all these weeds everywhere in the village. They're driving me insane. All the long grass. Just looks messy. Alright, I think here I might have been talking about how I have to let the grass grow on the dirt blocks in order to turn them into path. But that might also be later in the episode. Lighting up gardens so they still grow at night. That is a good thing. I wish at some point I could actually remember what was in each of the... Oh, surprise, Skelly again. And I run out of there like the world's biggest coward. Oh, hello, Bop. Oh. It honestly surprises me every month when I actually manage to survive a hardcore challenge. Like, every time, I'm shocked that I'm still alive. Because I just make... Oh, look, and there's an arrow in my head. I just make dumb mistakes all the time. Plenty of torches in here. There will be no more spawns. Awesome. Alright. And moving on. Not that way. Lighting up in here... and in here. Although I didn't check to see if there was one above the door. And now that I'm looking at it, there probably was. Yep, there was. I miss things sometimes. All the time. It's hard, you know? You don't realize unless you actually do the talking and playing thing. It's really easy to miss things, and sometimes it's really hard to just concentrate on doing everything you need to do. Plus narrate it. Alright, there's some big weeds in that house. And I noticed that this little hut does not have a door. So I wanted to give the villagers on this side of the ravine an extra like safe place to go, because they deserve it. I don't know if they deserve it or not, but you know, it felt like something that should be done. Villagers wandering around on the stairway to the mine, and yeah, it's still raining. And a new door, yay! And more lights. Can never have enough lights, although as you'll see later, I did not have enough lights. Actually, so many eggs. There are so many chickens in this village, which is nice. I mean, can't complain about having too many chickens, I guess, except they're also loud, much like the rain. Oh, and there's a chicken in the ravine, poor thing. I decided to light up this cave just in case something was going to spawn here. Decided to go back across the ravine and almost fall off the edge because it wouldn't be me if I didn't almost fall off the edge of something. I was going to start working on the paths here, but I think in a couple minutes I changed my mind and actually ended up going to work on the fence instead, or the wall. Yeah, I think I connected everything and then hightailed it out of here. Even with the torches, it's still a little bit of a danger zone. Have a little snack, watch the sunset through the rain. Pardon me. My goodness. Yep, and then I changed the rest of my logs into planks so that I could start in on making that wall and lighting everything up, of course. And there is a lot to light up. Jumping up onto the roof to light these up. And wow, you can see my frame rate just drop so incredibly low. Wow. And then back down. Bleep. And I miraculously didn't hurt myself. So I decided now that it was midnight or so, it was probably a good time to get started on that fence. After laying down 150 more torches. Gotta have enough torches. These villagers are not going to lack for light. I will tell you that. Oh, and there's some creepers across the ravine. Fun. And a zombie in the house. And I was quite mystified as to how a zombie actually got into the house. So I actually blamed the villagers. I was like, one of you guys let the zombie in? Why'd you let the zombie in? And then abruptly I realized that the zombie was probably coming up, and there's another one right there, from my improperly lit up mine. So it was actually my fault. And the villagers probably should have been yelling at me. Back outside into the rain. And I swear I do eventually start work on the wall. Like, it does happen. I remember it happening. So, yep, okay. Now, finally, I start working, and I realize that the place where I want to put the wall means that my tree farm will actually be outside, which is not the brightest thing I've ever done, but sometimes you just gotta press onward. Even though you make mistakes, you gotta keep going, especially in the MHC. You can't spend too much time dwelling. There's just not enough time in the day. Alright, so what I'm doing here is laying down a base of oakwood planks, and then I will put the cobblestone walls on top, and that will keep us safe from not only zombies, but also hopefully creepers and skeletons. It will not keep us safe against spiders because obviously spiders can climb, but if we have time, we can go back later and also spider-proof the wall. checking the dark, seeing what's out there. Didn't really see many mobs, which was surprising but good. And then I realize in a couple seconds that that's too low. And I have to go back in with more planks. This happens more than once. Where I'm like, oh, this isn't flush with the ground. Need to build it up. And providing some light. Very nice. It was actually my intention to light up most of the wall, but I think I end up forgetting about it, like halfway through building it. Like most things. And I'm still scouting around for anything nasty that wants to take a bite out of me. I decided to put the wall right up next to the garden because you can access the garden, and you don't need to go at it from the other side, so it should be fine. And I think it looks okay tucked into the corner like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Laying down more cobblestone wall, realizing it's too short again. And breaking a pick. Yep. I think this is the point at which I decided that even if I use up the rest of the iron that I have, which is only currently 4 pieces, I probably won't go mining for any more because time restraints. We only have, at this point, I think we have 5 episodes left. And I don't want to spend all that time mining if I don't have to, and I shouldn't really need any other tools aside from stone ones. Like, there's nothing special that I need to do with an iron pick or anything like that. So that's the plan. And I believe you can make paths with a stone shovel. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't think it takes an iron one. And if it does, then we still have 4 pieces of iron and I can make whatever I need. Alright, so at this point I decided, got spooked and looked around for a sound there, but at this point I decided I would start working on taking the last layer off of this hill. Because, I don't know, for some reason it was just annoying me. So rather than work on the wall anymore, I did the hill. And then I headed off this way, and I'm not sure what for. Oh, I came back to get my potatoes. Of course. Gotta have potatoes. Had a little conversation with the villagers. Oh, I think I wanted to check on the villagers and make sure they were all safe, too. Make sure nobody was dead of zombie invasion. Because I hadn't finished the wall yet, but I have lit everything up, so I was hoping that everyone would at least be alive. And I believe that everyone was. So that is a good thing. And then back up on top of the hill, and you can see the sun is coming up, which is fantastic, looking out over all the things that I still have to do. And you can see a villager still in that house over there, so those villagers are safe, or at least one of them is. So that's a good thing. And I broke my shovel, so I made another iron one. I used the iron for the shovel, even though I said I was going to mostly make stone tools, because it makes the work a lot faster. And there's a lot of dirt to be dug up here, and a lot of paths to repair. You can see the sun rising in the background as I frantically dig dirt off the top of a hill. I wanted to make it so you could see the path, the top path from the bottom path, and you could see the bottom path from the top path. So that is what I was doing, what I was rushing to do. I probably just got distracted, and that's why I didn't continue working on the wall. I don't know. It's hard to say. And you can see the time actually just ticked over, but I think I still keep going for another minute or so because it took a bit for me to notice. Yep, and that is when I noticed. So that is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I do apologize for the lack of audio. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!